All right, this one is Marvel Studios' real problem is it can't replicate Avengers Endgame fast enough. I don't think that's the real problem, but let's go over it and see what everybody's thinking. Symbol.
Assemble.
Remember that? Remember how awesome that moment was? We've
Yeah,
been reliving this
that
on
was.
social
It
media
was really
ever
good.
since. And this happened less than 5 years
I don't think
ago.
that's the
So
issue.
how does Marvel Studios, the company that gave us this record-breaking historic moment in movie making, go from this to being in alleged shambles so soon after? Maybe this moment...
Because, and this is gonna make so many people mad, the reason is not because they can't replicate this movie. The reason is the agenda that they're pushing is not what their fans like. Just gonna throw that out there. And the fact that they've been making really bad movies lately. And shows.
the whole problem.
I don't think that's the problem, though.
It's hard to argue that this isn't the absolute peak for
Yeah,
Marvel's
absolutely.
entire
I mean, this was a
It was
great
the last
movie.
time the MCU was truly remarkable, and it was really something special.
It was
But that's
incredible.
Marvel Studios' real problem. They've flooded theaters and TV screens with tons of new titles and projects.
Hold up a second, because Quantumania didn't do that bad. And then Multiverse of Madness didn't do that bad either. WandaVision even didn't do that bad. There's other movies and shows that they've made, like She-Hulk was bad. Right?
In an unprecedented volume of
The Marvels,
content,
from what I'm
none
hearing,
of it comes close
was
to
bad.
delivering a moment like this. They set an almost impossible bar for themselves. Now that's an obvious oversimplification. There have
No
been
Way
many
Home was
moments
amazing.
since. The Spidey team up in No Way Home was huge, but that's pretty much as close as it's come since. That's the only moment since Endgame where we all felt that huge payoff. Our hearts fall
What do you think?
rising in our chests, and we know we're still years.
Look at
away
who you
from it
had in
happening
the
again.
in the
There
list.
have been lots of cool teases
Fresh.
like the Marvels, which we're not here to totally litigate, but the movie did write 2 big checks in its final moments. Spoiler alert for these scenes, but not the Marvels at large. In the final scene, Kamala Khan recruits Hawkeye's Kate Bishop and seemingly is on her way to recruit Cassie Lang into the Kid Avengers, Young Avengers, which has been implied for ages at this point, but now it's been explicitly teased. And in a mid-credit scene, we get a potentially even bigger promise, a look into an alternate universe where our Monica
Yeah,
Rambeau will
X-Men.
discover Maria Rambeau alive as the binary Captain Marvel alongside Beast from X-Men played by Kelsey Grammer, making a direct mention to Charles Xavier. Could it be? MCU X-Men? Could we really be this close? But once you get over the initial thrill, there is a sad realization. X-Men and Young Avengers are a long way off. Yes, we got a glimpse, but we've also gotten glimpses of another place with little follow-up via Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of
Yep.
Madness. We've heard zero news about the supposed X-Men/Young Avengers era at all. We're still getting just crumbs about Fantastic Four,
Huh.
and oh yeah, we
The
still
movie
have to
that's
do
been
Kang
botched
and the
like
multiverse
4
saga
times.
before we can get to any of that. You have to eat your weird, uneven meatloaf before you can have cake, kids. If there is indeed cake on the way. And that's just the unfortunate byproduct of movie making, right? That we have to wait for stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't forget that Avengers Endgame was the MCU's 14th freaking movie, and this big moment we're talking about is the literal
Yeah, but
culmination.
they gotta think about something here, man, because I don't think IGN's really piecing this together. Iron Man was amazing. Captain America was amazing. Hulk did incredible. All of the Thor did incredible. Ant-Man did incredible. Like you're missing the point. You know what I mean?
of all those
Did you see the rumor about Fantastic Four that just came out? No, I didn't. What is it?
That moment so epic, it was earned. The problem, if there is one, was dropping a banger like Endgame on audiences and then expecting everyone would instantly be cool to go back to smaller world building.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the I actually really liked that movie. It was a great movie. Shang-Chi was an amazing movie.
And projects to start the whole process over again.
All right, keep
that's
pausing
what
and I'll
the
stop.
realities of movie making require. That's what makes logical sense. We started the last roller coaster hill of the MCU with projects that made us care about the characters and showed us the stakes. And we'll have to go through that again if we want another earned big blowout moment. We all hate telling, not showing moments, but build-up is absolutely necessary to all of that. But on the other hand, we're movie fans. F logical sense. We need a banger and we need it now. Thrill after thrill, let's go! Comic book movie fans are a passionate
Abomination?
bunch, and once we got our shit rocked by Endgame, we instantly wanted that experience again, not all of the hard work that it takes to set up something like that. Unfortunately, almost
That's not what it
everything
is, though.
worthwhile requires that kind of hard work.
Pedro Pascal is going to be
Phase 5
Reed
has been
Richards?
nothing like Phase
What?
4 or 3.
What
They're gonna get-
the hell happened?
Phase 4 laid out a
is
massive
that?
slate of 8 streaming movies, a prequel film in
I don't know
Black
who that
Widow,
is.
a few like Shang-Chi and Eternals that have been recently described as
They keep
experimental.
back and forthing on Pedro. Bro,
Bro,
could you imagine?
An amazing capper to 3
Hell
Spider-Man
yeah.
franchises 20 years in the making, and whatever Thor Love and Thunder was supposed to be.
What a classic Thor adventure.
Now, I didn't see Love and Thunder, but I heard Love and Thunder wasn't that great. Oh, okay, yeah. He's good. I like him.
MCU is dead, and then after the next one, Marvel is back, and then after the next one, the MCU is dead again. Pretty much alternating like this for the entire release schedule between
Yeah, it really
film and
has been.
streaming. Mid-phase 5
Loki was
Quantumania,
great.
Guardians 3, Secret
Guardians
Invasion,
3 I haven't
Loki
seen.
Part
I don't
2,
want
and
to see
they'll
it.
show no
Or I want to see it, but I don't want to see it because I know something bad happens.
Exhausting, paired with the fact that these cinematic projects are not all woven together into one uniting goal or team like the Avengers versus Thanos. It's not comparable because it's not at all the same beast, and both we, the audience, and Marvel as a creative entity need to accept this and realign our.
That was a good show, Hawkeye.
Badly
It was
disappointed.
a great show.
Never too late to stop being a dick.
The Marvels had its good parts, but in this video,
Guardians 3 was good, but I feel that's overhyped,
it
probably.
was fun, but it didn't always make a lot of sense or completely arc out stories for each of its 3 leads. And regardless of anyone's ranking, some of the Marvel's most special moments are the teases at the very end. And like we mentioned before, Young Avengers and X-Men get shouted out, but when will those pay off? How many years does it take for a tease to become a reality? And what about Loki? Everybody's favorite trickster god from Jotunheim is now literally holding the entire MCU together as he finally found his glorious purpose and truly became the god, small g, that he always insisted that he was.
Thanks
He
for the
destroyed and
spoilers,
replaced
bro.
the TVA's temporal loom so he himself could sit there at the end of time and literally keep everyone, and I do mean everyone, from absolute oblivion. And while Loki's season 1 and 2 have been outstanding, they do seem to be cooking something different from the rest of the current Marvel era with intense character study and deep introspection. Not that we're complaining, it's been a great watch, but it's not really clear which of the pathways Marvel is laying out will be the main throughway to their next big moment. Oh yeah, and there's a new Guardians of the Galaxy team with Rocket as a more fulfilled leader, and
Wow.
also Groot is huge now. It was a hopeful send-off, but it's not likely the Guardians will play a major role moving forward, and we certainly didn't see Avengers Assemble potential in there. It just wasn't that kind of finale, and that's totally okay.
I'm getting spoiled left and right here.
Studios can't expect the audience to react to its current phase the way they did to prior phases because every element leading there, every step in the staircase is laid differently than the last one. We always knew Cap was going to say Avengers Assemble eventually.
Always.
Even when he almost did it in Age of Ultron. We knew that they were saving that for something special. With Phase 5, not only is there no organic place to put that rousing, emotional, big moment, we don't even really know when it might be, at least not yet. In conclusion, the real problem Marvel Studios is facing is it needs to make its movies and shows feel special again. Yes, it takes years to lead up to a moment like this one, but if those years are filled with projects that only serve to set up some
No, they
other
need to
thing
stop
down the
making
line,
trash,
then you
bro.
can't fault fans for feeling a little flat when there are such long stretches in between these moments. No, it's not logical to expect that every movie or streaming series is gonna have a moment that hits this hard. But you also can't put the genie back in the bottle. Expecting fans to get hyped over an endless string of teases with no payoff isn't realistic either. You want those negative press pieces to go away? This is how you do it. So all that said,
No,
where will
that's
the
not
next
how you do
Avengers
it.
Assemble type moment come from?
A new Fantastic Four rumor just popped up. Mads Mikkelsen, Jason Clarke, Ralph Fiennes are rumored running to play Doctor
With
Doom.
Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, and
I don't know who
potential
any of those
like
people
America
are.
Chavez, Wanda's sons Tommy and Billy, Riri Williams, Yelena Belova, Toussaint, Scar, Elijah Bradley, Vision, and hell, Miles Morales even. This younger class of heroes has already been introduced and merely needs to be, well, assembled. I really don't need to explain why everyone would be hyped to finally introduce Professor X, Magneto, and every single mutant character to the MCU.
Archangel.
alongside
What a botch. How they killed that character off. Oh my god.
countless stellar, classic, and modern mutant stories. With nostalgia, strong character recognition,
Storm's good.
great source material, and an absolutely massive
They can never get
roster of
Phoenix
potential
right.
characters, X-Men definitely has the highest potential for a guaranteed win for the MCU. The only problem is they can't be properly introduced to us fast enough. Which brings us to...
He did a
Hey,
fantastic
Hugh,
job.
You want to play Wolverine one more time?
That's my boy right there.
The plot of Deadpool 3 is pretty under wraps at this point, but it's very, very hard to ignore the alleged on-set photos of Hugh Jackman in Wolverine's comics and animated famous classic yellow suit. If he's going to be going around picking up other Ultimates versions of our favorite mutants, then yes, absolutely sign me up for that right now. I'm ready for a big
Yeah, I
win
can't wait for this.
Comes when Deadpool 3
Gonna be
releases
amazing.
next year. And lastly, Secret Wars. We did not
Terminator
get off to a good start with
Genesis.
Secret Invasion. This is true. But
Oh.
Secret Wars was always an incredible.
That wasn't a great movie.
Turned the Marvel Comics world on its head. Thanks for watching, and for more MCU, here's how
Yeah,
Marvel
thanks for the spoilers. Who is the person?
Studios' biggest strength became its biggest curse. So make sure to check that out, and don't forget to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.
What's his name? Written by Kim Horcher and Jesse B. Gill. Thanks for spoiling a whole bunch and promoting the garbage. Here's the deal. That is not the reason why Marvel Studios has a problem. We all know what the problem is. It's up to Marvel to decide whether or not they want to stop going along with this agenda they have, or if they're going to go ahead and just rein it back to bring their fans back to the table. Because I haven't been watching like any of the new crap because of, well, stuff. So yeah, that's what we got.